Why do I keep failing my ADI Part 1 theory test? My name's Chris from Driver Training Limited. We've been audit registered driving instructor trainers for 20 years and we've taught thousands of people to pass the ADI Part 1. One of the biggest reasons we find with people that fail the test isn't their knowledge, isn't their understanding. It's actually something they'd never thought of before. And that's the way they revised. Let me explain more. Do you know the hidden danger that most people don't get is that the ADI Part 1 isn't just about knowing the highway code. And that surprises many trainees because on paper, most people sitting the ADI Part 1 already know quite a bit about driving. Many have held a license for years, some have driven professionally, others teach informally every day, yet they still fail. Why? Well, do you know, one of the biggest hidden reasons is something called speed reading. Not the impressive kind that people brag about online, but the dangerous kind. The type where the brain stops properly reading and starts guessing. And in the ADI Part 1 theory test, that can destroy your score. The DVSA doesn't simply offer a memory test. It tests your attention to detail, your interpretation, instructional understanding, legal wording, the subtle differences between answers, concentration under pressure. That means if your brain is predicting words instead of analysing them carefully, you can easily select the wrong answer even when you actually know the subject. The frightening part, most people never realise that they're doing it. You know, your brain is designed to cheat. Reading is not as precise as people think. Your brain constantly tries to save energy. Instead of carefully analysing every single word, it recognises patterns. It predicts likely meanings. It fills in missing information. It ignores tiny details. It auto-corrects mistakes automatically. And that works brilliantly in everyday life. But it can be disastrous in the ADI Part 1 theory test, especially when the DVSA intentionally uses similar wording, double negatives, legal phrases, subtle distinctions, near identical answer options. The test is designed to see whether you truly understand the material, not whether you can skim read something quickly. So let me show you some famous examples that expose how badly your brain can trick you. How about the duplicate word illusion? Look at this sentence. What's the mistake? Most people never notice the second the. Read it again slowly. Your brain skipped that word. Why? Because your mind sees familiar patterns and assumes it has already processed the phrase. This is exactly what happens in the ADI Part 1. A trainee might read, which of these is not allowed? But their brain processes it as, which of these is allowed? That one tiny misword changes the entire meaning of the question, and suddenly the correct answer becomes wrong. The wrong answer is the one that feels correct. So many Part 1 failures are caused by miswords such as not, except, always, must, should, most, first, best. Tiny words, massive consequences. The second, well, that's the survivor's trick. The question, after a plane crash, where should the survivors be buried? Many people would answer in a cemetery or wherever the plane crashed. But the correct answer is nowhere. Survivors don't get buried, they're alive. So why do people get it wrong? Because the brain spots plane crash and buried and instantly jumps to they're dead then. The word survivors gets ignored. This happens constantly in the ADI Part 1 theory test. A candidate sees danger, skid, emergency, hazard and rushes towards the answer they expect before fully reading the question. And the DVSA often places very similar answers together deliberately because they know people will often skim read it or speed read it. The third reason is the yeans scam. Look at this phrase. Now, most people read it as years ago, even though the word actually says yeans. Why? Because your brain uses memory and familiarity to fill gaps. You expect the famous quote from Abraham Lincoln. So your brain inserts what it thinks should be there. This is dangerous in the ADI Part 1 revision. Many trainees memorize patterns, they memorize answer positions, memorize familiar wording, instead of properly understanding the material. Then the DVSA changes the wording slightly and everything falls apart. That's why understanding always beats memorization. The fourth way is the garden path sentence, when your brain goes the wrong way. So look at this sentence. At first glance, most people think the sentence is wrong, but it actually makes grammatical sense. The old refers to elderly people. Man is used as a verb meaning to operate. So the sentence means the elderly operate the boat. The old man the boat. But your brain initially locks on to the wrong interpretation and then struggles to recover. And that's exactly how many ADI Part 1 questions work. Candidates often jump to conclusions, assume what the question is actually asking, and then they stop analysing halfway through, especially when stressed. This is why calm, deliberate reading matters far more than speed. The fifth way, well, that's known affectionately as typoglycemia, the brain's built-in autocorrect. Look at this sentence. Now, you've probably read that and still understand it. That's because the brain is incredibly good at reconstructing words when the first letter is correct, the last letter is correct, and the overall shape of the word looks familiar. Again, brilliant in daily life, but terrible in an exam, because the ADI Part 1 questions often contain technical wording, legal terminology, instructional language, precise phrasing. If you roughly read a question instead of accurately reading it, your brain may create a completely different meaning. So why does this matter so much? Well, the ADI Part 1 is not the same as the learner theory test. This catches many people out. The DVSA expects future instructors to analyse language carefully, to understand teaching terminology, to interpret risk correctly, apply law precisely, and understand instructional techniques. That means sloppy reading becomes a major weakness, and many trainees fail because they rush, they skim read, they panic, they rely on recognition instead of understanding, and they answer before fully processing the question. Often, they actually know the correct answer, but their brain auto-corrects the question into something else. So what are some common speed reading mistakes? Well, missing negative wording, words like not, never, except. Reading what you expect, seeing what should you do instead of what should you not do. People choose familiar answers too quickly. The brain loves certainty and familiarity, panicking under time pressure. This increases prediction-based reading. Memorizing instead of understanding. That's dangerous when DVSA wording changes. How to fix these problems? Well, first, slow down. Ironically, slowing down will improve your overall score dramatically because there's going to be fewer careless mistakes. Second, read the final few words carefully. Many Part 1 questions completely change meaning near the end. Third, watch for trigger words. Train yourself to actively look for not, most, best, first, least, always. These words are often the key. Fourth, go old school. Use a finger or a cursor. Physically tracking words as you read them improves concentration massively. If you're doing it on a screen, on a computer, use your cursor with your mouse to do the same thing. Many experienced instructors still do this when they read complex material. Another way, focus on understanding, not memorizing. If you truly understand road procedure, instructional techniques, hazard awareness, the driving laws, the wording becomes far easier to interpret correctly. You know, the brain is an incredible prediction machine. Most of the time that helps you. But in the ADI Part 1 theory test, prediction can become your worst enemy. You stop reading properly. You start assuming. You see what you expect to see instead of what's actually written down. And that's often the difference between a pass and another frustrating fail. The good news, once you understand this problem and you know how your brain works, you can start fixing it immediately. Not by revising harder, but by reading more carefully. Because sometimes the difference between passing and failing the ADI Part 1 theory test is not knowledge, it's one tiny word your brain decided to skip. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, ADI Part 1. For more help for the theory test, go to theoryhelp.co.uk and check out the ADI section.